If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Charts collide, dips fade away. I'm on this neon ride, sats in my veins. FOMO's electric spark, ooh yeah. Crypto's my pulse, beating through the dark, yeah. Gas feast, flicker, whales dance in the haze. I'm stacking dreams in this digital maze. Every coin I claim lights a moonlit flame, ooh, smooth. Bull runs my wave, I'm rewriting the game. Woo! Neon bull run lighting up the sky. Ooh, rising through the dark, I'm flying high. Yeah, yeah. Crypto's glow won't fade my soul. Ooh, bull run shines, I found my goal. Neon bull run, 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 oh, oh. Rook pulls behind, I've broke their chains. Flipped the spark to gold, washed away the stains. Markets are hung, echoes in my core, ooh yeah. Soulful. Moons lift me up, I'm craving more, yeah. Yeah. Dips turn to light, I'm riding this gleam. Every crash I dodge, every win supreme. Crypto's my rhythm, flowing through my sight. Bull runs my dawn, burning up the night. Neon bull run lighting up the sky. Rising through the dark, I'm flying high. Yeah, yeah. Crypto's glow won't fade my soul. Bull run shines, I found my goal. Neon bull run, 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 oh, 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 yeah, neon lights ignite, oh, yeah. Now I'm stacking stars, I've broke it all, yeah, yeah. Crypto's my spark, my fight, my gleam. Bull runs my pulse, live in the dream. Glow through the chaos, rise through the grind. Neon bull run lighting up the sky. Ooh, ooh. Rising through the dark, I'm flying high. Yeah, crypto's glow won't fade my soul. Ooh, bull run shines, I found my gold. Neon bull run, 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 oh, oh.
They say, oh my God, your wallet's on fire. Stacking sats, I'm pumping higher. Ooh, yeah. Grab my trades, my dear, chase the moon so bright. Crypto's got me rocking, dancing through the night. Ooh, you hooked me deep when I bought that pump. Ooh, yeah, I'm spinning wild till the bull run jumps. Ooh, pump for me, pump for me, pump for me. Stack those gains, stack those gains. I've never felt a moonshot blaze like this before. Ooh, they say ride it up, I'll dance it all once more. They say move for me, move for me. Bull runs close, I sway, I'm the play. FOMO's beat won't stop, I'm a pumping star. Crypto hums my groove, dancing near and far. Ooh, you hooked me deep when I bought that pump. Ooh, now I'm spinning wild till the bull run jumps. Ooh, pump for me, pump for me, pump for me.
You know what's wrong? This song wasn't got enough cowbell in it. I don't know if this is ever going to be a hit or not. See, that made it all better right there. This one needs one too.
Ooh, yeah. Market's so tight. She's playing the game. Hey.
See, it's just not magic. It's ear candy. Road dog. Why, you ain't got. You need more cowbell in these songs. See?
Yeah. She's riding pumps, ledgers of thrill. Ooh, feel her jumps, gains her will. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor. Ooh, born wild, she's the raider. Yeah. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor.
Sean, put the cowbell down, Sean.
She's the danger. Hey.
He's making a suggestion.
Low, then shoots to the sky. Ooh, yeah. Huddles her soul. She's riding it high. Hey. Whisper coins are mine. Chaos in tow. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Crypto's her grind. Watch her glow. Yeah. She's riding pumps. Ledgers of thrill.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin.
Feel her jumps, gains her will. Oh, she's sweet but a traitor. Ooh, born wild, she's a raider. Yeah. Oh, she's sweet but
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night Crypto Charts with the Road Dog. My apologies for being late. I just woke up. I'm a little stuffy. So my apologies. Seem to be off my game as far as keeping up with time very well lately. Also, turns out tonight is Thursday and chart school. My apologies for that as well. I think we need to take a poll in a few minutes and see if maybe we want to recoup chart school. Maybe do it Saturday afternoon. I don't know. Bounce that around. Maybe we'll take a poll and see what we need to do there. Rather than waiting another week, because we didn't do it last week because, well, I think I was going through that surgery thing, prepping for that. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're looking here at Bitcoin. I'm on the very tiny 6-minute chart. Probably looks familiar to some of you guys. You're like, oh, I know that one. Okay. Well, we're on the same page, Sid. Well, very tricky. Now, can we see it on here? Oh, it looks different when we're zoomed in. When you zoom out, do we have the right chart up even to talk about you? We got the coin. Yeah, you're it. Anyway, she was at a 0.5 Fibonacci area, coming close to it. Now I actually was looking for, where'd my box go? You were here just a second ago. Did we screw this? Yeah, there we are. This is the 0.5 Fibonacci right here. She came down and tapped it, and then she went below it, so we came back and did our stuff. I was expecting maybe to come back down to a 618, 786 area for this pull here. But instead, it looks, and here's the 0.5 area, but from this pull, the 0.5 seems to be getting a little bit more respect than the 618s lately. But she's bounced around in that area, and it seems like it's stuck. So she didn't come down as far as I wanted, or was, thought that she might, which I'm not bitching about that at all. But that's kind of cool because that kind of sets us up for a little bit of a higher target if we can get out of this zone and break out of this bigger local pattern that we're in. Man, everything sounds stuffy to me right now. We got the comfy clothes on tonight. So if we pull a fib to kind of project and see where she might actually go. I mean, when we got a few extra... Do I have you on here? Oh man, you're not even on here? Excuse me, let me add a few little things. Yeah, you're there, dude. You're there. I just can't see you. There you are. I couldn't find you. Which I know it sounds a little moon boyish right now, but I'm riding with this idea. Could be taking us right back to about 99,000. 90 or 100, right at 100,000. I've got right there.
Broke dawn, red graphs, numbers fall.
So, and a few other places to stop in between. Still, this rollover spot that we got, that's still on the table. So I want to mark this little guy.
Grip tight on the wheels, stormy squalling.
But we might get a little bonus round. A little bonus round out of this one. Bouncing off at this point 5 Fibonacci. Another little measure move, or another way to do that would be to put this little guy here, also pointing that we could be coming up here. Let's make sure I'm not on log. Something looked weird about that. You're not log, are you? I can't even see where you're at. I make a rule not to be on logarithmic, because that will, if you're taking measure moves, that will screw up with your measure moves, and you'll get some very different results there from what you might normally get.
Electric, riding out, resilient and hectic. Bearable, always reflective. Fortune swings so eclectic. Keep our cool, never fold through the chaos.
I'm also going to throw 95 up there.
Future bright, as stories told. Crypto skies, dreams.
So I'm giving you a little bit of bullish targets, but no guarantees that we're going to get there. But if I had to project based on what I see here, and with my Fibonacci strategy that I've got, these are the areas I'd be looking for based on where we pull back to, and let's throw it out there and see what happens. See if we get a reaction at these key for pivot points. And that's kind of cool, because that would get us out of our little rejection area that we didn't even come up to. It was looking like on this small time frame after we bottomed out, we got up here, and then that was it. And that there might even be, and there could still be, another correction down here. This could be like a little ABC type wave, whatever. We still could be coming down here, but if we're not, then hey man, I'm not bitching about it, are you? It's like, it helps everything, the altcoins start looking a little bit more healthy. They're starting to come around maybe a little bit, maybe. For the daily, we got, oh, this section always does pretty good there. Pardon me just a moment. Still trying to breathe over here. I like breathing. It's kind of fun. I'm a little bit addicted to it. I'll admit, I do have a breathing addiction, okay? I really like to breathe. Have a little... They won't let me do certain things that you would normally do to breathe better. So you just gotta breathe through your mouth, I guess. Dog in me. Look at you go. Dog in me. What's up with you? Yeah, you did pretty good today. How many? Well, it looks like meme season is trying to peak its... Not meme season, but it looks like the memes they just won't die, ladies and gentlemen. They just won't die. So, we look like we got to set up a higher high, higher low. Is this the sign that we're changing trend, that this was the bottom, or, a bigger local bottom at least? That's how I'm taking this. Let me turn the music down just a little bit there. So this is a point of the game where I just like to zoom out a little bit, because that's usually your best play. We go to a chart we can actually look at here on a official bearish on daily. Apparently I'm getting into making notes on bigger time frames there. What, do I want to mess with this one then? I've got a bigger idea going on here, so I really don't want to screw up this this chart either. This one, this is the overall idea that I'm kind of following. Doesn't mean that we have to do this. There are two very different scenarios right here. Freaking Elliott wave theory. Well, it could be this, or it could be this. It also could be this. But well, it could be this too. But this is one that it could be that we got to be careful of, and that's if we can't get past this area about 97, 98. We need what here. The basic premise is for all you pattern traders out there, this will make a hell of a lot more sense. We got a trend line traders. This will make so much more sense. This area here, if we don't make a higher high, we're probably not going to make a higher low to bounce out of here. But if we do that, we could do something totally different. That's the hopium, and we can. I mean, look at these moving averages. Sorry, Elliot, we're moving on to something else other than wishy-washy things, but not trying to be mean to Elliot. It's just that, Elliot, one day he likes this, and another day he likes that, and next day he likes something totally different. A lot of times, it's just hard to really. It's hard to see him be consistent. Sometimes he flip-flops. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. Hey, Elliot, you don't nail it sometimes, but sometimes your rules kind of lead to wild paths. That's why I stick with trend lines a lot more than you, Elliot. But you are cool to talk to, and you do throw up some ideas. And this is one. This could be real. A 5 wave that we hit, double topped over here at resistance. I mean, this one does make sense, people. So let's don't discount it. If we do come up and can't get, and the key thing is, if we can't get past this area, then we might be looking at this. But it's still a fun ride, even if we do. And if we're prepared and we do come down to, I don't think it'll be 60,000, but it could be somewhere in between. Just a lower low, 68, somewhere through there. And a lot of other people see that possibility too. Us being below the daily 200 moving average, kind of leads to, and now we're starting to wondering yesterday, what crap, there were so many people looking for a similar idea that will come up to some level, some not even as high as this, and then roll over. Makes you wonder if the market makers will screw them. We'll just take you down there now. Ha ha ha. Because if you get too many people following an idea, you will see that a lot of times it's just like it goes opposite. Wonder why that is. So even the trend line tells us we got some work to do just to get back up to about 88, 89. I think I've seen that number floated out there. All these are right around Fibonacci areas too, for take a pull from high to low. So those are some familiar areas. But until we get a higher high over here, we're in danger of going to a lower low. We just are, and we could roll over at any point of this game and do something like this. At any point in this game. Now here's the hopium idea, and I'm going to pull out the real elegant wave indicator on the weekly. Cause man, ain't he got a freaking wild take. I got, wow, that's just kind of out there, Elliot. Look, this is a multi-cycle wave. Number one was last cycle's top, the bottom. The 3 wave is our current top. This is our wave 4, meaning if we bounce here, we'll be working on a wave 5. This next targets are 142,000, 183,000, or possibly 248,000. And I'm like, I like the way you think it, Elliot. That's exactly what I want to happen right now. And I think that's what a lot of us want to happen. And this is what makes sense on the 4-year cycle. This is what we should be doing right now. For real. So, Elliot, I don't know. I like the way you're thinking, Elliot. I'm just saying. I'm liking that. I like that better than what I got. Now I'm sitting here thinking, Elliot, are you been smoking crack, or did you double dip in your pill bottle today? I mean, what happened here? What's going on? Why are you being so? And then I've got to look at what the weekly things are saying. What do the weekly indicators say? Well, here's the one that we should have listened to a while back, the old MACD. Never fade the MACD weekly, man. That's a lesson that it's so hard for me to, that's why I'm leaving my notes for what I see on the weekly, so I won't forget, because that one that one's had in my ass to me every time I didn't pay attention to this guy. Every time that I've not paid attention to this guy, I've gone, it's a lagging indicator. The worst is probably over any. Here's your ass, sir. Would you like some hot sauce with it? Maybe some biscuits and gravy? And so, MACD will save you from having your ass handed to me. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Hopefully we're sticking with it. We've said I'm sticking with it for the last, how many times? 1, 2, 3. I'm not, every time. So apparently, notes are going to be what help me fix my little lack of execution there on the smaller time frames. Smaller time frames will start looking bullish, and you forget all about what the weekly bearish stuff said. But right now, the weekly MACD, I mean, she's at the point where she can start turning around. So we'll start looking at for some signs of aligning, and that'll be good. That means maybe the brunt of it is over, maybe. But anyway, that's what it says. What do our other indicators say? Now, I like this Ichimoku cloud. I just got the little cloud part. And she's bullish. That's exactly what we want to see in a bullish trend, is to be riding above some little thin, slinky cloud going to the upside. So on the weekly, we got that. Here we got our moving averages because, we got to get another voice of opinion here to kind of help us guide this crazy market we're in. And we got a 50 moving average, which for, the moving average strategy I got, that's a place where you would go for a deeper correction, but we can still be bullish and recover. Leaves that area, then we're going to be playing some games and possibly eyeballing a 200 moving average eventually, but we're not there. So Elliott, let me take that alias version off so we can actually see. We don't have a bearish cross of the 9 over the 21. That would be something I'd be saying, that idea's probably not happening now, baby. We don't have that, so it's still open for possibility. Maybe we might come down just a wee little smidgen and tap that little $75,000 area. Maybe we don't. We don't have to touch it. Don't have to. But we'd like to get back into a strong trend where we're just riding above that 9, just testing that 9 and going above it, testing it and going above it. That's where the magic happens. That's where the run is. And what we'd like to see is another run get started. We reclaim that and go on our big run. Do what Elliott said and go to $150,000, maybe $250,000. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. But wait, I don't have enough Bitcoin yet for that. That's the situation that we'll find ourselves in. Oh man, wait a minute. I'm all for going up, but wait, my bags are kind of tiny right now. We got to fix our tiny bags and do it without, messing up margin if you're using margin. See how leverage just has a way of screwing things up. I'm really, those ideas are becoming more and more prominent in my head, man. Because leverage is good when it's going for you, but if you're kind of in the sideways or worse, if you're even if you're in drawdown on it, you start limiting your possibilities of what you can execute. And I'm like, well, gosh darn it, man, come on, this is what I could be soaking up this baby. But no, you got to worry about your little liquidation. Don't want to get in trouble with that. And I'm keeping my liquidation long for my spot margin trades on Bitcoin that I've got. Some areas I hope that we will not go to, and if I do too much, then it'll raise it up, and then we decide to roll over and go and then train wreck crash. No. I can't let Sean have to control the wheels, or else he'll go for a port right now, and then we'll have to do some risk control management again. You can hear a pin drop in the studio right now. Just saying. Now this idea, here we are on the 4-hour Bitcoin. Now look, what does this say? Yeah, we're getting too excited too soon. We got to be cautious now. We had a lower low. We have not had a higher high. And again, that takes us up to getting past one of these other guys to start maybe thinking, oh, there's a chance here. We've got a lot of work to do. So I like what I'm seeing here as a possibility, but I don't know if we're out of the woods yet. Okay. But I'm sure heading toward the weekend, tomorrow being Friday, if they want to pump us up and get us, excited. This is it. The bottom's in. Oh my gosh, the bottom's in. Let's go hard. Let's soak up all the altcoins. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time. Fill up those coffers. Let's get ready for the bull run. Are we ready to make some money? And then only come back a few days. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the market didn't go with us, did it? Oh, it's all right. Just brush it off. We'll try again. I mean, everybody's getting tired of that. Everybody's getting tired of that. We want to see something happen, right? So same rules apply on this. That trend line matters. Trend lines matter, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you know this, but trend lines matter. So do horizontals. Actually, they're those stronger than trend lines, but I like the trend line magic. It helps me. Fib lines matter too. I'll go with that. Fib lines are a good way to just find that horizontal support and resistance. But it's like they spin a little secret sauce on that horizontal. So the warning signs here in the 4 hour, we're not out of the woods yet. Look, now we're getting this is some bearish crosses going on over here, okay? These are my bigger moving averages I started using, I don't know, a year and a half ago, maybe, I don't know. It's an 800 moving average. You know, the rule of the game is whatever time frame you're on, if you're above or below the 200, that tells you if you're bullish or bearish. Well, the 800, it kind of magnify that by 4. And that gives you a little peek on the, a little bit more insight on the market. Yeah, we are under the 800 too. No good to be under it. It's like a magnified 200 moving average. Well, actually it is. It's a 200 on a bigger time frame. Which if I'm doing my math, should be about the 16 hour. Anyway, anyway. The point is bigger moving averages got a lot more weight and say so in this game, and so they got a lot more momentum behind them. And if they're crossing bearishly, then you know our hopes to just rocket to the moon, like Elliot was saying that we could be doing, a little diminished, or at least we would have to work hard for it. So it's not just telling me it's not going to be a quick thing. Pattern traders, are you familiar with the W pattern? And in a double bottom situation, however you want to look at it or lick it. Sometimes I just lick them. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, the purpose is, you know, we got to get past this area for that. The neckline, which is also happens to be a horizontal-ish kind of support resistance area through here. That look. Have you guys ever heard this? I've heard this. That's an Adam and Eve shape. They break out 90% of the time to the upside. Oh, I'd say about 90% of the time. Yeah. I don't know where the hell that come from, because that's not true. They're bottom patterns, and you know, it's kind of iffy when you're doing bottom patterns at the top. I say that. I'm just saying, but you know, it being a level of support, it was an idea. Okay, maybe we'll look and see if it's going to print a bottom pattern at a support level. But then, you know, a bottom is a support at some point. So, but it's always suspect to me when you get bottom patterns at a top. I mean, come on. And yes, I see that a lot. I see that a lot with some of the newer pattern trader gurus out here. You know, look, inverted head and shoulder to the upside. I'm like, that's it. You price for an made an inverted. What? That's not how these rules work for a bottom reversal pattern. Maybe that's not what you got. If that doesn't fit the definition, maybe it's not really a squirrel monkey. Maybe it's a giraffe. That made no sense, but it's still, the meaning is there. Dig deeper. Ladies and gentlemen, let's come over to the chat and say hello to everybody, because we haven't done that, and my microphone is probably off, and you guys are probably screaming at me, turn the mic on! No? Wow. Well, that deserves applause right there. Road Dog, you met your goal today. Where are your clappy hands? Yeah. The microphone's on. Hey, that's worth clapping about. All right, so we got Floki's Angels. Say hi. Shout out to you guys. Floki's Angels look like you were first today. We got Chris Klein. How's it going, Chris? Ryan K. Joe from Trade Intuition, fellow YouTuber, and there's a musical producer. Joe's check him out on his YouTube channel. He's streaming on his channel and on Army Piper's channel, and he's great to follow, especially to give you mindset and the smart. He's got a lot of alpha to share, and he does share it out there freely every day. Check him out. And also, I think he's streaming after me, so this may be a short stream. One, I started late, so and man, I'm gonna have to step up my game here. I'm running out of time already. It may be a short stream, ladies and gentlemen. I got a timer, but you know, it don't work half the time. That's helpful. Are you ticking? Oh, I think it's working now. So Joe should be going live. I think he's going on about midnight. So I'm going to blame you if you want to go snap over there. I'm going to try to have this wrapped up here shortly after midnight. Anyway, that's the goal. We'll see if it happens. No 2-hour stream, though. Can't do it. Can't do it. We got Ava Medina. Rogue Clyde. I think I'm getting most everybody here. Glittery Marshmallow. So glad you're back. So glad you're back. It needed the bell. I know, didn't it? Didn't it? Sean, you were right. It needed the bell. Told you. We got DOZ. How's it going? Haven. How's it going, my man? Man, I wondered about you. How's it going? So glad to see you're back, my man. So glad to see you're back. Hey, welcome back, Haven. Oops, where's my hand clappies? I'm a turkey now, Haven. They voted me to be a turkey instead of a zombie-looking freak. They say it's all in the eyes. All right, hand clappies are not. Why are you not working, hand clappies? It is 3:13. I think Mercury in retrograde happens in the next few days, and you may not believe in that, but I'm just saying, if you notice that, here's what I'm going to recommend that you avoid for the next couple of weeks. And jeez, give me a second. Or where are you at? Are we in? All right, and I know this sounds crazy for some of you. You're like, Mercury in retrograde. Oh man, this turkey's off his rocker. See if during this time that you don't see a lot of computer glitches. I don't know, your phone, your computers, whatever that's electronic around you is going to be on the fritz. Oh man, you got to keep logging in on your Google or your Netflix or whatever. Oh man, why I keep getting the wrong? Why? Oh, there's a CAPTCHA. It's just going to. It's a lot of frustration with anything electronic. A lot of frustration with anything business related. Mercury is over business and going. So signing contracts are definitely not good. Major purchases right now, usually not good. Tried to tell my wife that when we got this little greenhouse mining shed in the back that leaks on her greenhouse side. But plants need water anyway, right? Well, it leaks on my side too. But, you know, we've had trouble getting all that addressed over a year. And I say it's because, well, she wanted to sign that. I had to get it right then when Mercury's in retrograde. And I said, you're gonna regret that. Well, who was right? I'm just saying. I feel like I'm allergic to Mercury in retrograde. I seem to start experiencing those effects like a week or two ahead of time. It's weird AF. It's like I got a sixth sense for when it's going to happen because everything starts going crazy. All these little frustrating. Just see it. Just bear with me and see. But anyway, as far as the charts go and price, it's usually a choppy time for the market. So if we just kind of chop through here for the next couple of weeks, I'm not going to be surprised at all. So is it likely that we're going to blast off with Elliott wave style for that weekly fifth wave taking us to Valhalla, to the banana zone? I don't think it's going to happen this weekend. And I've given reasons for the charts and reasons for the stars, whichever one you want to lean to. Ryan K says, full moon stuff. There is a full moon coming up too. Now that's usually good. We also got the Mercury in retrograde thing. So we got some little clash of the ideas there. It might be a wild ride this weekend though. Joe says, you're the best, very entertaining. Oh, well, thank you, Joe. I get off on the weird tangent stuff. I'm a freak, apparently, and a turkey. Jim Derringer says your channel is also great, been lurking up. I think you're talking about Joe right there. Joe's got a great channel. He's got a good community over there, too. Rakish, how's it going? Sicario. Oops, I hit the wrong ones. Bitcoin Daily MACD thoughts. That's a good one. Let's go to Daily. Let's go to MACD. How you looking, MACD? She's trying. Now look, I find this very interesting. I look at this, I notice this, and this is what'll make me want to dig in a little deeper. But you see how the histogram is going up, but you see how these guys are kind of going the other way. It's a little divergence. They're deviating. We like degens around here, right? Right? Oh my gosh. I think I got a water faucet going on over here. This is not right. All right, so there's a little divergence here on itself, And there's probably a divergence between the histogram and the price action. No, the price action should be, is it? Gosh darn it. Yeah, between it and the price action here. And also, there's some bullish divergence here on the momentum wave if you're using the either paid market cipher version or the free one, which I don't think gets talked about very much, called the VMC Fu Manchu Cipher B. There's also a Fu Manchu Cipher A, and some other Fu Manchu ciphers that do what all the market cipher stuff does. It's free or paid, that's up to you, my man. I got VMC because, well, it's free, and I'm all about that free rather than subscription services. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of subscription services. So MACD, I would say you got a little bit of divergence going on. I would look for that. It looks like she's trying to do something, and it makes me wonder what the weekend's going to be like. But then you got something contrary that may be happening here according to the moving averages. The 9 may be trying to cross that 200, and that may bring us down a little bit. We might pull back again. I hate for that to happen because it's looking, our little 1 minute looks like it's trying to find the bottom. So tell me, what do you think? Do you think who rules the roost, the 1 minute or the weekly or the daily? There's some difference of opinions out there, and my take is always the bigger ones are going to rule. That's where the momentum is. They're telling you what direction we're going. The 1 minute's just she's like the little ant on the sidewalk. She's going all over the place, even though she's going in one direction. You can't really tell what it is because she's all over the sidewalk, but she is working her way down the sidewalk most cases in that direction. Well, that sidewalk is the weekly time frame, and that ant is the 1 minute. And now you might find the perfect points where that ant on that 1 minute gets to the edge of the sidewalk and decides, nope, not going that way. I'm going to turn around and go this way again. You can see that, but that sidewalk is what that ant's on, right? That's the best analogy I can get off the top of my head for how this works. I like this. It's the thickening Ichimoku cloud. It hints that maybe we'll come up and touch it, but that would be Friday, 28th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ichimoku cloud suggests maybe if Price doesn't want to keep coming this way, if she does want to start headed toward her way, it may be. Oh shoot! This is 2 weeks away, man. This is not this weekend. This is giving me the 27th, 28th, 29th into March. So you got that. For those of you guys, what the hell is he talking about? It looks like before we get up here, we reverse engineer this thought. Let's see, this candle body area is right in the middle of the cloud. Closest we could hope to get and bounce up there would be 28th of March. Let's just kind of zigzag our way down here. If the things worked out good for us, that's a horrible line. Even if we just started going up only, it would take us a while to get there. We could be, doing some weird stuff like this. We don't know. But these are just some things that will give us a little insight on what could happen, a little projection theory. That's why I like Ichimoku cloud. And once we get into the cloud and bump out on the other side, get above those levels that we've been talking about, Ichimoku cloud's kind of putting a time element on here and suggesting, man, maybe April where we see that. So, wow. It's probably not what you wanted to hear, especially after talking about bullish divergence on the daily. But look, there's some other bear signs here too we got to get past. Now we might do a rollover here, the 9-moving average. That would be good. That means that between now and tomorrow, we need to start seeing a lot of money come in here. Instead of this fall in volume, we need some rise in volume, kind of like what we had here, but on the buy side, not the sell side. So I say welcome to Mercury in retrograde, where we're going to be trading kind of skimpingly sideways for about 2 weeks. Even with a full moon, maybe that'll give us a little bump up, but then what happens after 2 weeks of the full moon? New moon! Will we get rejected? I mean, if you're looking to bring into the stars into this, I mean, that's kind of what they suggest, time-wise, as far as I can see. But back here on the smaller time frames for us Degens, this you can't deny this looks good. You can't deny it. And moving average is doing a little flip-flop in here. You got some resistance over here. Now, these are those bigger moving averages I was talking about that I use. A lot of people don't, and that's cool. I just think it gives me an edge to see something that they may not see. But there's a resistance here, and it doesn't mean that we necessarily have to reject there. You know, she can go up a little bit and get us bullish. Maybe it comes up here. I can't see that happen. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on what these other guys are doing too. The strength that they're showing. One little trick that I like to do, especially on these smaller time frames, well, we're monitoring the trend, right? We draw our lines in the sand to help us. Where should I put my stop losses? Below the trend line. If you do it this way, it will save your ass. Or maybe just this idea will save your ass, because a lot of times maybe I miss the move. Maybe I don't have my stop loss set perfectly, trading the trend line. Maybe I haven't checked in with it to see what's happened on this small ass time frame or something like that. And I might know, oh, we price lost it and it's doing something else. Well, I'm still know, well, you broke that trend line. I need to pay myself something. Do something. And, you know, maybe I take it a little bit late before she does anything crazy. You don't always have to nail it, but just this idea alone is helpful, especially if you're scalping. I don't know. I see. I mean, everybody's got their own techniques and stuff, but I watch one every once in a while. This one little 1 minute flag chaser guy, and it's like anytime he's out, he wants to get out at the first red candle. He fought himself today not to do it. Ended up getting stopped out anyway. Probably wishes he did. Should I take it anyway? But everything's real cool. Everything's real cool until that first red candle, and then it's take our gains. And I'm like, wow. Scalping. I mean, you can do it. We can do it. You can start trades out, and sometimes, you know, starting something out as a scalp, or maybe you're really hoping for a swing, but it turns into a scalp just because maybe it wasn't the greatest entry, or, you know, we still got lower to go. Whatever the reason. Everybody's got a different take on it, but the rules of the game are plan a trade, trade the plan. And what I don't get so many times is see all this calculation go in. Looks all fancy, like, oh yeah. Looks like, a skilled professional right there doing, getting their little tools out, getting this. Not even, sometimes it's even seen the day. Didn't even have a target, just looking for the ratio. It's just got to get that 3-to-1 ratio. So we'll just throw a stop loss and we'll just look for a 3, and then that's our target. That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it. This area right here, that would be a good target area. I'm not saying that I'm doing a trade setup, but if I were. But I see these ideas go on, and I'm just like, wow, man, what the hell? We go through all this, sometimes even get some crazy ass stop loss. Sometimes to do that. Oh, look, well, this one's got a 3-to-1. We'll go with here, put a stop loss here. But here's the thing. Okay, so you spend our time calculating up this risk to reward and everything, while, you know, you might be missing an entry trying to do all this if you're really trying to catch a scalp, right? I'm just saying. But then what happens? It's so weird. Flag on the upside, and then we come up here on a smaller time frame, normally like a 1 minute. Gets up here, and then boom, first red candle. First little red candle happens. Oh! It's raised the stop loss up so we can get stopped out. Purposely trying to get stopped out, but you know what happened to this? What if they don't have a chance of doing this and actually getting here? That's not a good trade. So all those calculations to get the risk to reward, that flew right out the window. That flew right out the window. So this is smoke and mirrors or just spinning our wheels. I don't know. I'm not sure how to interpret that at this point. This is either just a bunch of flashy smoke and mirrors to make you look good, or you're breaking your rules. You're breaking it makes no sense to me, but this is what I see people learning. And on the plus side, on one side, it makes me really sad because they're going to get in situations they don't know how to handle and be influenced by somebody else who's just, I don't know. I can't even go there. What's going on there? It's just, it makes me sad for them. But on the other hand, you know, hey man, this is who we're trading against. Yeah. At least we can. We got an edge on them. Definitely have an edge on them. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of questions on, is this the Bitcoin bottom? Is this the bottom? Is this the bottom we're looking for? Is this the juicy bottom that we want to see out of Bitcoin? We always want to see a bottom, right? Is it the one? How can you read on this messy chart? I'm satisfied that it's a nice local bottom, and my fib strategies kind of help me with that. Doesn't mean it's the bottom though. And I was hoping I would have a chart where I could show you this, but I was going to do it in the chart school. I may just save it as a chart school. But anyway, there's some certain little fib confirmations that do point that this might be it for a minute. Anyway, doesn't mean we can't come over here, get a lower low, and then roll over. That's what we want to avoid. Is we come up and then, oh look, we're going to the moon, and then we make a lower one. Yeah, that's still on the table. So for a local bottom, I think we're working on something. Here's one of the many things that we're looking for here, and she didn't even nail it. But she came down towards our 113 and started bouncing up. So she could still come down here technically and then bounce up. So don't get it twisted. Look, by this pull, we can't get past our 618, and we got to. Maybe we're trying to do it now. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet, but it's a promising sign, and just enough for us to get us all bullish over the weekend. So look, tomorrow's Friday. I'm predicting we'll probably have a good day tomorrow. We had a shitty Friday last week, and I think the one behind it, now it's time to flip the game. They might run us even to Saturday playing games with us. Look! Man, you better get them altcoins. They're just popping off the charts. Hey, let's take a look at Total 3. How we look in Total 3? Still got some resistance there. Still got those same ideas with Bitcoin. This represents our altcoins. They the same thing. Look, falling wedge breaking to the upside. 68% of the time. I don't see what's going to get us out of here just yet. I mean, I'd see we could probably roll over again and then try it. Kind of leading to, hey man, March is not looking so hot after all, but I mean, we can't make some gains and make some good plays here and get ourselves set up for when it is ready to go to the moon. In other words, stack some of that Bitcoin slowly, maybe find some good deals and stack some of these altcoins slowly, because I think it would turn around. Total 3 here. Zooming out to the daily. The momentum's still there. It's a little sideways, but it's still there. We're still good. We can walk it off. No, we can walk it. We can still eventually. Look, here's our cloud. Thickening up on us. Let's see. This is toward the end of March, right where this little lobe, I'm going to call it a lobe. That would be the closest area that we'd have towards price action. Maybe. We've got some bearish crosses here. 100 above the 200. See the space there? I like that. That tells me we could be at least go up to there, maybe on a sunshiny day. We got some signs, but it's not today. So my message a few weeks ago was pace yourself, and I'm still on that. If you're trying to accumulate, pace yourself. I do think it's a good time to reevaluate your portfolio and say, man, these coins have always kind of sucked, and I like them. They had some hype, but there's really not much substance to them. They're more gambling plays, really. These are more blue chippy kinds of stocks that are really, really cheap, or coins that are on really good discount right now. I didn't think I would see them at these prices. Maybe I should lean a little bit more toward some of the ones that have been proven winners rather than the degen plays that promise, hey man, we're going to try to do 100x for you. I'm just saying, kind of reestablish your portfolio into a little bit more strength while it's down. I think that's a solid play, a solid thing to look at right now. I'm trying to do it as best as I can, and just starting to focus more on the more solid projects that I believe in. I think that's not financial advice. That is just crypto opinion, but just me recommendations. Let me come back to the chat here. I feel like I'm in a chatty Cathy, and I'm running out of time here. I've been on this 50 minutes. It's 12:05. Let me see what we got here. Bye, Gabriella. Is this what it feels like to be high? I don't know how to answer that question. Joe has an answer. CTI finally might pump over the weekend, if I'm right. Should hit about 14 to 15 cents. Not bad profits. Still at the 0.009s. CoinTrendz. Let's look at KuCoin here. That's nice. Yeah. That level here is going to be, might be a little bit of a headache right there. Yeah, but that's nice. Rounding shapes there and rounding bottoms. We like rounding bottoms. My mentor used to say, rounded bottoms pay the bills. That gets stuck in your head. Breaking my rule. Well, no, that actually didn't. Body to wicks, we can do that, and didn't really have a touch. Anyway, this is our general thing. If I go over here, we also got resistance. So several signs pointing to that resistance area, but man, getting past that would be great. CTI CoinTrendz. This is a DeSci play. Coming back down. Ooh, baby. Did you nailed my one? See this? Sorry, got to do it for the algorithm. It's got to happen. So sorry. I almost missed that. I will. What was it? The easy way. I'm not going to drag out my little things. Where are you?
I'm the trader, the player, the main chance on the charts. I see the signs, the patterns.
Nailed it.
Candlesticks, the market's own tattoos.
All right. So the Fibonacci technique. That's one of my little techniques to nail a bottom. It's got fairly accurate results. I like it. I can dance to it. I use it a lot. Fine-tuning this little guy doesn't mean that it works every time, but it's not magic. It's not predicting. It's using math and ratios to find places that just repeat. When we make a lower low, I mean, in shorthand term, when you go back and backtest it, when you make a lower low in general, you're looking at one of these two guys. A 1.13 or maybe a deeper correction at a 1.27. Now there's some other clues that you can do with Fibonacci strategy to figure out which one is going to be. But even if you don't know that and don't want to dive down that rabbit hole, I'm giving you gold right here. It's usually going to be one of those two. Just backtest it. You'll see me do it all the time here. Those guys get hit. So is it any surprise that we can nail it? Rather than freaking out about the market, if I say, oh man, I got a nice, strong, possibly reversal support area here, am I going to be, and everybody else is calling bear flags to the downside? I mean, you got an edge. Because there's somebody else out there doing something crazy like this. Look, it could be a pennant down to that. We're coming down to negative in a half a penny. Or they might take it to where Bookmap has it. I'm just throwing some ideas. But anyway, back to the actual asset itself. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So if we're bouncing here, this is where we go to the new fib strategy over here, swing high to swing low, and now we just monitor this guy, and we know that this is our that's where we need to be headed. And then look here, man, 382 area support resistance. Look to the left, you see what's going on now. So coolio. With a little patience, and after we get above these levels with that rounding bottom at a known fib support area, reversal area, pivot point. Ooh, coming up to 0.018. There's moonbag territory right there. $100 in, take your $100 out. You got a free bag of DeSci play that might rocket to the moon and go up to, I don't know, where have we been before on this thing? Up to almost a dime? Maybe not. But that's where some gains can be made. Ooh, nice double bottom. This guy did work out, didn't it? This is the scenario that you might see seeing a lot of these coins in. They did the double bottom, and then they blasted off, and then it turned out to be really a big butt crack because we're just going to make a big old cheek over here. The only thing is that when this is going on, the idea of us coming back down here to make another butt cheek, not what you want to hear, not what you want to believe, not what people usually go with. Nope. It's a lower high. It's a higher low. We're going to go up, and we're going to blast to the upside. That's what everybody wants to see happen, but history will repeat itself. You had one little butt cheek with a butt crack, and it just decided to make a bigger butt cheek with a butt crack. Crazy how that works. But these are the juicy places to be accumulating. Any of these projects that you find yourself in that you believe in. this is a DeFi science play, and I think that's a good place for blockchain technology myself. And I probably have a very small bag of it now, since seeing how low it is down right now. Haven Peck says, I got into borrowing crypto at negative interest rates. DeFi has been nuked, and they are paying me to borrow. I stake it into yielding liquid coins, but the kicker is that they let me use it as liquidity for more. Okay. Haven, glad to have you back, Haven, man. I earned 28, 29, almost 30,000 a crow last month just doing that, but I'm trading Redcoin and AI XBT. I went long a few hours ago. Redcoin. Is that the one? Is that the Reddit coin? I used to play this one. I thought it had 2 D's in it. I used to play this one back in the day, and before I learned TA, because this one would always be at so many Satoshis. I would grow my Bitcoin with this one. I don't know if we're talking about the same one. I don't even know if the one I'm talking about. It was tied to Reddit somehow back in the day. There's some other ones called Red too that might be what you're talking. AI XBT though. How's she looking? Is she starting to do something now? That's cool. That's cool. She needed to bottom out. I think I got a small bag on this one too, and I've been trying to track this one. I haven't really looked at it. Well, this is some disappointing stuff from. She didn't bottom. Let's see. This is the daily, and it looks like she's closing in on the 9 moving average. That would be a good sign there. 4 hours. She already had 4 hours looking good. All right, let's do a bottom test here. Are we likely to be at a bottom area? Oh, we got your 1618 right here. And I don't have the greatest confluence here for this particular level, so I'm going to do a few other things. What are we doing here? There we go. Get the right color. Oh, snap. Got friends in crypto chats telling me to relax. Market's wild. 0.5. But man, it feels like an attack. I keep doing the wrong color. Every click is a heart take. Watching numbers dance and shake. Now I need a crypto break. Wonder what road I should take.
When the numbers up, he's all charm and grace.
So I'm getting a lot of confidence for this area.
Love's a touch, sweeter with a smile on his face.
So I think, yeah, you can definitely get a play out of this.
It crashes, oh, he sings so low. Mood swings like a pendulum from high to high.
So it looks like 18 cents would be a good place. What does that look like from, just say from here to there? That's another 55%. That's pretty cool. 0.5 Fibonacci, that one, though, you'll see more of that action being respected now. So why do I keep hitting the wrong one? I think these look like some really good target areas. 18 and what is it? 16 fours, right? Oh, for the love of all things, what? There we go. And my I don't know if you were here when we're going. I keep doing the wrong thing. The strategies. So getting about 12 cents. Getting past that will be a good sign that we can start working toward those areas. So I like that. That's cool. So maybe AIXBT is getting ready to do a little something. You got some divergence going on. You got some roundingness going over here. We're in the 4 hour RSI there. She's at 52, so she's above 50% on the RSI, and that means she's in bullish territory. That's good. Okay, I hope this works out. Hope it works out for you. I hope it works out for me too. I'm gonna see if I can remember those targets and see if I can do anything with it. Last time we were over here was We hung out there from all in February, so I got a feeling that I think my buy-in or something is probably, I'm still probably in drawdown. I don't think those targets are going to work for me
I just wanna be here.
as well, but maybe what for some of you other guys that might be playing this.
Just wish he loved me as much as those charts. Wish he touched my soul.
Looking for the power bottom. Heard 68K is possible. It's possible. It's possible. I don't think that we're just going to drop right down there. I hope we don't. Hey, Justin Crypto. Time to long everything. Well, that's... I can't totally agree with that. I think it's time to start making a plan. There's still going to be some ups and downs. Definitely not on a Friday. Definitely not on a Friday. Because retail's getting ready to be played again over the weekend. If you haven't figured this out, that the retail gets played on the weekend. Led into their own direction and then led to the slaughter, if it will. Just watch, rinse, and repeat. Let's don't be the lambs going to the slaughter. Let's be those wolves out there. Demo. Oh man, I haven't checked Demo in a long time. Trying to go to the upside. I've got that little thing hooked up to my wife's car, and I haven't checked that in over a year. And I'll probably go log in and find out, oh, I didn't do some kind of update or something, so I didn't earn anything. They switched networks, and I don't know. Some of these projects, I mean, they sound good to get into, but there's always some kind of little something that goes on. Hopefully it's doing good. She's lower than what she was before. Demo. Need to get back to this 12 cent area. That's the 4 hour. What are you looking like on the daily or the 4 hour? She's trying. 6 cents. My gosh. I need to check on that thing. I got a new phone, so I don't automatically hook up to the damn thing, and it's hard to hook up to it anyway. So I just know it's going to be a bunch of headache to check on the little demo unit I got, mining demo coin or whatever. Hopefully there's not been any problems with it, because I have not kept up with it. We got Sub. How's it going, Sub? JG says, I'm bearish for 78K tomorrow. 78 to 76K. I really think they're going to try to continue to run us up a little bit. We got more of a maturing trend line here, which will give us more of a maturing angle. We can still look at this local pattern. It's not the greatest. But I'm more inclined to believe that we might be coming back up to these areas. I think this area right over here, and then might get rejected. Now from there, maybe back down to 78. Right now, I've got no reason to think about it. And my take is, we got trend lines. As long as we're holding that trend line, I ain't worried about it. We break that trend line, I'll look for some lower areas. Could happen, not saying it can't, but I hope it doesn't. I'd like to meet a few more profit. I'd like to take a little bit more profit on the way up before we come down there. That's my game plan anyway. We come back to the chat here. Answer me, how's it going? Sweet just dipped below the Friday high, or February high. February high. Take a look at it. Let's take a look at SWE. Let's see, we've been going for just a little over an hour, and I'll probably end this soon, and I don't want to interfere with Joe's time. Joe's going on at about midnight, a little after there. And I got a late start in today. Try to step up our game. I like that. Looks like we might have some respect for a trend line there. Let us... we did what we were going to do there. Let's clear this off. Trend lines. I'm getting a little deviation there now. Looks like we may have lost it. Technically, I like that. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 is not a 4. It just canceled out being an Elliott wave 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 because it touched. But what does that mean? Well, that means this is a 1 and a 2. Meaning that the third bigger move could be coming if we're going by Elliott wave theory. Elliott, you got anything to say about this? Oh no, you're saying Tony what? ABC correct? Well, yeah, because it's not same thing in a different language. Thank you for making it more nerdy, Elliott. So after you get an ABC correction, you start a brand new 1, 2, 3, 4, another bigger wave, which would be the same thing as making this a 1, 2, and a bigger 3. So we're saying the same thing in two different languages, I guess, is what we're doing here. So where are you gonna catch support, babe? What are you doing? You losing this one? Are you going to come down here for a deeper correction? Let's hope that doesn't happen, but it can. So you want to put this little guy on your radar at $1.48, $1.50, because we could take a little trip down there before we bounce. And she's at what, 217 right now? But the good news is we bounce from here, and we could. We're below the 618, but we're also at the 360 moving average, which seems to be liking it so far. Still momentum here on the bigger moving averages. 300, 200, 100. It would be cool if they do a little break back into the pattern, and then could happen that way. Let me work on this trend line again. And the best that I can dial it in, we're still below it. But at least this would make it easier for the fake out. This would be a great place for a fake out. So 152 is a possibility, but they may fake us out, and if they do, just recovering. I mean, she should be setting up to go for a higher high, definitely. So I kind of like what I'm seeing here. Let's go check out the 4 hour. This is concerning, but hey, that just means she'll have to fight her way up. Looks like you might be getting set up for a little trigger wave here, and that could be the little thing bringing us back in there. I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing, actually.
I'm trading fast right now.
Let's go down to the 15-minute. And we got the little arcing going on here, a little rounding.
I've got my seed phrase, and I'm just
6-1, that's good. I'd be hopeful that it would try to come up here and regain this area.
I'm building on my phasing, saying thanks are yesterday.
And if we just draw a trend line there, now we got a line in the sand and know if she loses this line, then she's probably coming down lower. And that could help you avoid being in the situation, having a line in the sand, or where to put a stop loss or a mental stop loss, or when to think about maybe, lining up the load if things look like she can come down lower, because they could. That 150, if she wants to do that trend line would save you from having to ride that down. Otherwise, it's just going to act like a channel with support here, resistance here, and give us a place that just watch whatever price gets close to up to there, and then that's definitely going to be resistance. So sweet looks kind of cool. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I am going to cut this one short. I've seen a lot of people, new names here I haven't seen in a while. I'm so glad to see you guys back in the space, because you were killing it before, and sometimes you need to take a little break. But hey, Haven, you could have timed this more perfect, my man. You could not have timed this more perfect. So I think Haven, someone's like, you got a 6th sense on this, because we've been talking about this a lot on the shows. I mean, Bitcoin has been doing what Bitcoin does, and basically going up, right? Even though we got pullbacks or whatever. But the altcoins, all they've been doing is just rolling over. They've just been doing that, and some of them even getting lower lows. So, I mean, technically, you could have jumped in and out of this market 3 times, nailing these altcoin bottoms. You're at one of the best place to find whatever altcoin you're looking for on the best. Some of them are better discounts than they've been all in the past 3 years. So, shout out to you, Apen man. If I can get the claps, clappy. Yay! So Your timing on getting back in the market, man. That is awesome. Well played, my man. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin here, and then I'm going to head over to watch Joe stream and see if I can do a little bit more recovery this weekend. I may stream tomorrow during the day. I don't know. I may do chart school. And if you can't make it live, that's fine. But, you know, I just want to make sure I keep getting that information out there. Give you guys value. You guys are paying that $3 a month membership fee. I'm going to make sure I'm giving you something there. And chart school seems to me fit a bill there. This is cool. 6-minute chart. Look what's going on here. See that 360 moving average? How she's not crossing bearishly? It looks like she might be doing a 360. We get above it. Woo! This is starting to look like they want to get us excited tomorrow. Get us all excited tomorrow. Fibonacci. Yeah, let's see if we can get to 82.6. And then maybe 80. This stair step it up on the way, but I am looking for higher prices before we possibly roll over. I think they're going to play with us this weekend and get us bullish. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you tomorrow night. Trade carefully, trade wisely. And see you tomorrow. Let's go check out Joe. Here's going to be my newest release. Is going to be coming out on Tuesday. On Spotify. Haven. Tell Alexa to play music by Road Dog Crypto.
Yeah, rising through the night. Caught in the glow, where the charts collide, dips fade away. I'm on this neon ride, sats in my veins. FOMO's electric spark. Ooh yeah. Crypto's my pulse, beating through the dark. Yeah. Gas feast, flicker, whales dance in the haze. I'm stacking dreams in this digital maze. Every coin I claim lights a moonlit flame. Ooh, smooth. Bull runs my wave, I'm rewriting the game. Woo! Neon bull run lighting up the sky.
Well, he's in his cage where he belongs. We do have the dancing chicken, though. Oh, I'm trying to get there.
Run, oh, rook pulls behind. I've broke their chains, flipped the spark to gold, washed away the stains. Markets are hung, echoes in my core. Ooh yeah. Moons lift me up, I'm craving more. Yeah. Dips turn to light, I'm riding this gleam. Every crash I dodge, every win supreme. Crypto's my rhythm, flowing through my sight. Bull runs my dawn, burning up the night. Neon bull run lighting up the sky. Rising through the dark and flying.
These are my releases on Spotify, also on Amazon, or wherever you stream.
Neon bull run, oh, yeah, neon lights ignite, oh yeah. Now I'm stacking stars, I've broke it all, yeah. Crypto's my spark, my fight, my gleam.
This song will be available over there on Tuesday.
Living the dream, glow through the chaos, rise through the grind. Neon's my fire, I'm one of a kind. Neon bull run lighting up the sky. Rising through the dark, I'm flying high. Yeah, crypto's glow fade my soul. Bull run shines, I found my gold. Neon bull run, oh. Neon lights ignite. Yeah. Rising through the night. Neon bull run, oh.
keep forgetting about that eclipse, and it is Pi Day. Bobby, you always on top of that. I appreciate that.
Whispers my name. Candles glow, I weave it the spell. Bitcoin's mine, can't you tell? Oh, moon so close. Oh, feel my dose. Oh, bulls run wild. Pump it soft, my style. Pump it, Bitcoin, pump it. Kiss the moon, pump it, pump it. Oh, pump it. Smooth, pump it, smooth. Pump it, Bitcoin, pump it. Feel my groove, pump it, pump it. Oh, pump it, smooth. Pump it, smooth. Moon glow, I'm pulling you. Hands tight, my secret's true. BTC, it's in my sway. Pump, come my way. Pump it, Bitcoin, pump it. Kiss the moon, pump it. Oh, pump it. Smooth. Pump it, Bitcoin, pump it. Feel my groove, pump it. Pump it, smooth. Pump it, Bitcoin, pump it. Soft and slow. Pump it, pump it. Let it grow. Let it grow.
You've been mining in the shadows, chasing digital gold. Hodling every coin you claim, your secrets untold. Whispers on the chain ignite, you're pulling me slow. Crypto's in your eyes tonight, I'm caught in the glow. Wallets locked, your keys are T's, a game I can't unwind. Life almost creeping through my veins, you're messing with my mind. I'm not your trader, not your pawn, I see through the haze. You're dancing in my dreams, babe, with your blockchain ways. You just want my transaction, yeah. You just want my stacks to send, oh. Playing games with central plans, I'm slipping deeper in your hands. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Not my keys, not my crypto lately. Pulling me with moves so shady. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Charts are spinning, I'm persuaded. Lost in code, intoxicated. NFTs light up the dark, your apes are on display. Gas fees pull me under, but I'm swaying anyway. Babe, we're going to the moon, your voice cuts through the night. Exit scams are calling soft, I'm trapped in your sight. Notes align, your words seducible, running your tone. Promises of wealth unwind, I'm never alone. I'm not your mark, not your prey, but I'm falling too fast. Crypto's got me locked in deep, this high's gonna last. You just want my transaction, yeah. You just want my stacks to send, oh. Playing games with central plans, I'm slipping deeper in your hands. You just want transaction, you just want transaction, baby. Not my my keys.
Good night, everybody. I'll see you over at Joe's Trade Intuition.
With moves so shady. You just want transaction. You just want transaction, baby. Shots are spinning, I'm persuaded. Lost in code, intoxicated. Chains are humming.
Man, my dog's not even coming out to wave. What's up with that? There we are.
Coins
Good night,
are
everybody.
running.